Right, I'm going to welcome our speaker in the person of Timileyin Adekunle. She's a dynamic business analyst and the co-founder of Trainspire Tech Limited, a consulting, recruiting, and educational firm dedicated to equipping individuals with the skills needed to succeed in today's job market. She's a graduate of pure and applied mathematics from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Timileyin transitioned into tech by developing a passion for programming and data analytics. In 2019, she gained hands-on experience as a software development intern in Lagos while concurrently managing a staffing and recruiting company. She has led impactful community service projects focused on digital literacy, mentoring dozens of youths into tech careers and fostering access to global opportunities for Nigerian talent. She has the drive to provide more opportunities for top talents within Nigeria to be able to work with high-profile companies and industries abroad remotely without being limited by their nationality. This was what inspired her to create a space where students can come into and be equipped to become valuable in the marketplace. She has a master's degree in business administration and also an MBA from Rome Business School. She works as a data scientist and technical support engineer at First Central Credit Bureau. She is growth and result oriented, and so she uses most of her time equipping herself and others in valuable knowledge. And that is why she's here today to share part of her knowledge with us and help us achieve part of what she has and be part of this job market. So I welcome Timileyin to the stage. Timileyin, you have the stage. Please, let's welcome her. I want to see emojis. I want to see, um, please, our energy. Okay, Timileyin, you have the stage, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity. The Tech Eagle community, thank you for sharing your platform. Thank you for the gift of trust. And good morning, everyone that has made it here this morning. And I feel you can still reach out to more people, share the link. It's something that is going to be beneficial. This morning, I've been told to talk to us like a form of, how would I call it now? Yeah, a webinar on how to craft a winning resume, especially, and how to get internship positions. And we're going to be staying on that this morning. I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, to share. Okay. Please let me know if you can see it, please.
Oh yes, you can see your screen.
Yeah, thank you. Um, so we have this morning what we're learning is crafting and a winning resume and securing internship position. So at first I will be sorry, I would be following the slide. Then afterward we have few minutes, maybe some 5 minutes asked to hard stuff. So let's get right into it without wasting time. To building a winning resume includes this. So we are talking about you building your resume right now, and we are what you should have, what you should not, probably not have, but I have what you should have here. So the first thing is your name, email address, and phone number, and your LinkedIn profile link. The word has gone past, how will I fix it now? The word has gone past maybe even this your CV that you are trying to prepare. So I will use this time because my time is limited. So once I'm on one, I'll try to just carry everything into it. So when you are building your CV, remember also to optimize your LinkedIn, because at the end of the day, persons will always go and look for you on LinkedIn. I'm a recruiter, and most times when I send CVs to my clients, the next thing they're asking me is, where is the LinkedIn profile of this person? So I understand, because we are dealing with interns this morning. I want to believe that almost everyone on this call are intern, maybe entry level people. I understand that you are just starting your journey. And for starters, when you are starting this journey, one of the things you should have is also a LinkedIn profile, a place where somebody can look you up. And yeah, I know that we are also equally in a woke we are in a work era where everybody is free. You can express yourself you want, you post almost anything online and all. A short advice for somebody that is just starting to building their career: please, you cannot just go ahead and post just anything on the internet. Everything, yeah, is a free word, but you also should understand that there are consequences for every action. I'm employing you and I have the idea of the kind of people I want to employ. So if I'm going online and I'm seeing a record of you as a stripper, it might not work if you probably are not working in that line. I'm just saying that so that there will be a balance. There is something called social listening. Social listening. When you go for interview, they will ask you to do behavioral interview. They will send you a link. The world is going past that now, instead of, because you can manipulate that. But when somebody is doing social listening on you, meaning that when after your CV is okay, everything, then they just want to know the kind of person they are employing. And there's already an algorithm that probably scrape your Twitter account, your Facebook account, your LinkedIn account, and they are seeing your comments. The algorithm is profiling you. This is this kind of person. So at that point, and somebody will say that maybe it's illegal. Every terms and condition you accept on Facebook and Twitter and all of these platforms, you didn't read any of them. You didn't read any of them. So you have given them access to share, your information. What I'm trying to say this morning is that be careful how you represent yourself, both online and offline. Yeah. So excuse me, sorry, I have a baby here. Don't touch it again. So the name, the email address, the phone number, and your LinkedIn is your first point of contact. You get what I'm saying? The next thing is your career objectivity or summary. It should not be, you are an intern, so probably it should not be more than 1 to 2 lines. And let it be tailored to the role you are looking to applying for. You cannot be wanting to applying for a data analytics what's it called, job, and your career objectivity is to become a mechanical engineer. Your maybe it should align. What I'm trying to say is that whatsoever you're applying for to align. And this is also an advice for you. You can have like 5 different CVs, depends on what you're applying for at a time. You One CV might not be working for 2 jobs. So you must first understand what you're applying for and what you want. Yeah, the next one will be your education, your degree, your maybe school that you attended, and the year of graduation. Please don't put your CGPA, except it is asked. Maybe in a job post they said they need people that have at least a 3.0. Oh wow, and you have a 4.0, you can include it. But if it is not asked, just include the degree, the school that you went through, because you don't know, yeah, somebody is saying that is not professional, but at the same time, you also do not know, you also do not know the person um that is recruiting you. So if you are coming with a full chest of I finished with a first class and all, I'm telling you a little sentiment that little sentiments that stop people from getting their dream job, not necessarily because they do not have um the experience or the skills that is required, but you see a little sentiment here and there. um Also, when I forgot to ask, in your contact address, please, for security purpose, stop putting your home address on your CV. For security purpose, it's not wrong. Just put your location, probably Lagos. If you are in Lagos, just put Lagos. If you are in Abuja, just put Abuja and all. You know, most times another reason why people don't even get called or shortlisted is the fact that you already say, maybe let's say for people that stays in Lagos, you stay in Kola and the job is in Ikoyi, and they are asking themselves, we want to pay this guy 150,000. How will he be able to manage from Ikoyi to from Kola Alagbado to Ikoyi? And like that, they will just go for other candidate that probably puts beggar and all like that. But if you had put Lagos, they will not have a choice than to say that okay, this guy is qualified, come for interview yet and all. And once you get to the level that they're asking that okay, where do you stay, how do you plan to commune and all like that. For instance, let me give you an instance. The job I'm doing presently, I work a 9 to 5. I'm a data scientist at First Central Credit Bureau Nigeria. And when I started the job, I was staying at what's it called now, i was staying at I was staying at Ajala, yeah, close to Ijaye. And my office is at Ikoyi, and we go every day. It was not very easy, but I know that I needed the job. Yeah, the money at that time can was I think my take home around that time was 175. That was around 2020. Yeah, was 175. I know. So, you know, in the space of that, I've had opportunity to grow. Well, that's not my salary anymore. I've grown, I've been promoted and all. But imagine that probably I'm saying in Ijayo, I put the number of our house and everything. And when they are doing because the interview is competitive, and they saw somebody that stays around Gbagada, my dear, I'm a girl now. So just manage it. You are not lying, you are not manipulating them. As just put Lagos, put Abuja. If location is that very important, they will request for it. Another thing is also your your technical skills, your soft skills that is relevant to the job, so let me give you an instance. There was a time that I was recruiting for a multinational and agro allied company. And you see, persons were putting teaching job, and I'm asking myself, how do a shey EPT operator and all of these things, how the teaching job and this come together? Just because you want your CV to be full. Let me help you today. If you like, put your tailoring experience in it, put that you used to sweep in it, anything, put it there, as long as it's not relevant to the job description. An efficient recruiter will not count all of those experiences. So that same job, there was a guy, we were actually, we were shortlisting for people that have, I think, 3 years experience and all. So I looked at the CV. The guy has just 6 month experience, and at that moment he was earning maybe 50,000 naira or so. And in my mind, I was just like, okay, let's push this guy. Last, they will say they did not want him and all. And graciously for him, they they were ready to interview all the CVs that I sent in. Close to this thing that we're talking about, close to 60, 100 persons. And this guy, the report I got back from the white guy that interviewed him was that he's good, he's everything they've been looking for, and he got the job. He didn't have to put irrelevant experience into the CV. If you will get a job, whether you put, you don't need to put irrelevant experience into your CV or skill set that is not required. So somebody applying for, let's say, a fashion, let's say you are applying for a fashion, how will I put it now, a fashion consultant job. Yes, what you are putting, your technical skills and soft skill might not be the same as somebody that is applying for a data analytics role. They are opposite. So if it's not needed, don't put it, just relevant skill set, and list it where, don't go and put your skill set, like the skills after your education. The next thing is your skill set. List them out neatly, probably color it, give it a very nice color. Not, don't do rainbow on your CV. A black and white is fine. If you are doing colored, you can do white and blue, white and any shade of blue. Yeah, blue is very, white and any shade of blue is actually very appealing. When me, I'm talking for myself now, white and blue is always appealing. It does not disrupt your mind to understand whatsoever is on the applicant CV. Then your experiences, like if you have worked as a volunteer, if you have worked as a part-time role and all, and use action verbs. So the things that you did, now don't just put experience like ilé là ń kó ọmọ là ń wá, I was a data analyst for them. What were you doing as a data analyst? I help sales to track their transaction. I help this particular production to know this and that. I created a dashboard. You list everything. Don't just put it there that, okay, because it will look like you don't know what you are doing or something. Then project, at the end you can just highlight project and links to the project, so any project that you are doing. For people that are tech oriented here, you have GitHub, you have GitLab, you have all manner of places where you can versionize your work, where you can upload your work, that people can go and check you. Have a portfolio that you can share with somebody. Portfolio is very important for interns. You are looking for internship position, you need portfolio. And please don't just go and for tech people, don't just go to probably GitHub. What do we call this thing? You just pull, you copy, you duplicate on your own end. For someone like me that I am in the industry, like a business analyst, there was a time a friend was recruiting for his organization, and he sent me a particular guy's portfolio that I should help him look into the CV and the portfolio. What do I think? And I said, this guy actually went to go and copy this particular project from this place, and it's not good. Like, it's like some people are even bad with copying. At least, yes, if you can, I understand that if you cannot be Apple, you can be Samsung. You get. And but if you want to copy, it will not be that you copy somebody's matric number with whatsoever you are copying. So, like, it was very obvious that this was just a copy, photocopy work. So when you do that, it limits your chances and your opportunity to getting that job that you're looking for. Then your maybe award, if it's not fashion, you don't need to add a well best dress award. Mm-mm, it will not count. So your award, your certificates, your extracurriculums that you do, something to show that you are well rounded. But most times I love it if these awards, these certificates are somewhat in a way connected to what you're applying for, but you can always add them. So why internships and resumes matter? The role of a resume, first impression to recruiters and employer, I said it, is your resume is your representative. So the way your resume looks like is the way I'm going to perceive you. You know, there was a time that somebody applied for a tech job. Yeah, a tech job, a job that is going to pay like 800,000. And it just, there was no effort. The CV does not have any effort. Like, it's just white plain, this old type of what's it called? CV. Like, that's how the CV looks like. And I was like, I just told him, no, there is no way I'm sending this CV to my client. And the person was asking me, why? Like, well, the kind of CV, the quality of CV I also send is screaming a lot of things about me to the person that employ me, you know. And I actually want to come back, like, I want them to call me back to also do some recruiting jobs for them. So it is very important that you represent yourself very well on your CV. Don't look confused on your CV. Know exactly what you are doing. Let it be a tailored, a one pager, please. You are looking for an internship position. I don't know the reason why you have a two-page CV. Keep it short as much as possible. Then marketing tool to highlight your value, like, I think they are all the things that we have highlighted, everything that you can do, everything that you have done before. Then often the deciding factors for interview, most times if they are going to call you for an interview, your CV is the determining factor. Then why internships are crucial: they provide practical experience and real life exposure. They help build your professional network, can lead to job offer and stronger prospect. So another thing that I also want you to understand this morning is that it is very important. Please, 1 minute. It is very important that you take on internship, and I will also say volunteer roles. Volunteer roles, internship, they will help a lot. They will help a lot. You will have experience to the real world. So let me use myself as an example again. So when I was after I finished school, I self taught myself. For I just did a basic in what's it called, Python. Then I self taught myself in what's it called now, in data, yes, data analysis and some machine learning stuff and all. And I went for a conference, and that's why you need to develop your soft skills too. When you go for conferences, contribute intelligently. They ask questions, somebody have questions, somebody have an advice. Contribute intelligently, in a way that somebody wants to listen to you and all. So all of these are actually technical skills. And from there, I met somebody there, we exchanged contacts. And after I graduated, I was in 500 level at that time. And I just reached out to them that I want to intern with them, that I don't even mind if they are not going to pay me. And that's the problem we have nowadays. She just finished is acquiring a six skill set. And like 6 months, you did training for 6 months or 3 months. And the next thing you are looking for a 1 million. Yeah, maybe it's possible, who knows, what do I know? But most times it's not always like that. Is most times 1 out of 10. So my advice for you is look for internship role. So I called him, I said, okay, I know that your organization do this and that, please, can you, I need an internship role and all. And wow, we had a section with the CEO at that time, and I got the employment. I think 2 months into it, I had to go for NYSC. And I was like, oh God, I just got this job. How much were they paying me? They were paying me 30,000 naira, then 15,000 naira for data. And not just because of the money. And when I spoke with them, they were like, go for your NYSC and come back. So they gave me a letter of a request letter requesting for me directly from NYSC. And I think 6 or 9 months into my NYSC with them, I was told the reason why they employed me immediately I reached out. The CEO was actually in that conference that I attended. He said he loved the way I contributed, and he just told the chief of staff, I need that girl on my team, whether she knows what she's doing, whether she does not know what she's doing. And during COVID happened. Most of our clients in the United States, some of them shut down, some of them died, and all. So my boss could not pay us at that time, and it was just like before he can pay us, maybe September and all. So he said if we want to stay, fine. So I was like, well, if I'm not staying, it's not like I have another option. I stayed, no payments. It was bad. Let me tell you, I was going through a financial crisis. It was bad, and I needed money. So he just told me, he said I should learn SQL. We have a project and all. And my dears, I will not lie to you. Immediately I finished learning the SQL and all. And God did it, yes. So let me say that opportunity met preparation, and I used the skill sets I learned in that place in this place now. I got letter of recommendation from my boss to the place and all. So look, no, it's not always about money when you finish learning a skill set. Most times, just reach out to organization, volunteer, and be committed. If you know you will not have time, don't bother to apply, so that you will not be wasting their time. Tailoring your CV to specific role. Understand the job description. And I feel like I've explained a bit of that when we were during when I was explaining features that should be on your resume. Understand the job description. One CV might not always work for all job that you're applying for. So you have to tailor it. You have to tailor it. You have to read it. There are something they're asking for 7 years experience. Why are you applying? Why are you like, and you are frustrated, they are rejecting it. Some of you apply for remote jobs. Read remote in the US is a remote job, but your location must be in the US. If you are not sure, look for somebody that is in that company, reach out to them and ask if you can apply. Highlight relevant skills and experience. I've said that. Use strong word as led, analyzed, and all of those things. Proofread and keep it well formatted. I've said it. You should not look scattered. When somebody is looking at your CV, you should not disorganize their mind. Keep it simple. White and black, white and blue. What other color can I give to you that I've seen that is very nice? I think white and orange. Yes, white and orange, not not burnt orange. Oh. Not not burnt orange. Not burnt. And please save it in send and save in PDF format. If I'm your recruiter, if you send me a document CV, I am never opening it. If I don't have enough talent at hand, I will message you, please, I want a PDF. This is what happens when you send a Word document format CV. Most times your recruiter is using a tablet or a phone to check. They might not. For someone like me, I use my phone. Most times I use my phone more than I use my laptop. Even it's very difficult for me to use a tab, I use my phone. So when you are sending me a CV that is not PDF, it's problem. Everything looks scattered, you don't know how to go about it. Finding and applying for internship. LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, My Job Mug, um, university centers, alumni network, tech platform. Customize your CV and also have a cover letter. So for peace sake, I will, for your own good, so that when you see a job that you like, always have your CV ready. In my own opinion, I've seen situation that I just call on somebody that are pressing my neck for work, and I saw something that could work for them, and I called, please, it's urgent, send your CV now. And my dear, a day after, they have not sent it to me, and I'm working on it, I'm readjusting it and all. if you are actively looking, you must have a ready-made CV that if they ask you to send now, you can just send it in immediately. And also include a cover letter. Spend money. You cannot be looking for a job that will pay you 120,000 and you will not be able to use 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira to write a CV if you cannot write it yourself. Align your goals with the company's value. Do research. Don't be, that's what I'm saying, that most times one CV might not be able to work for all the jobs. Is a lot of work trying to get your first job. So my advice is that read about the company you are going to, look at their values, align them with your goals. Don't just put one summary generated by what's it called now, by AI, that is not aligning with what you are even applying for. Track your application. So track your application, check, reach out. Don't pressurize the recruiter. Maybe few days after, maybe a week after you submitted, I've not gotten a feedback and all like that. All of those questions, but just do a follow up. Then bonus, this is a bonus you can do: send call cold emails to startups and small firms. This, if you cannot commit, don't reach out to them. Most times 65% of interns hired, um they receive job offers after their internship. 87% of employers prefer tailored resumes for specific internship goals. So final thoughts and final steps: start building experiences earlier. And is the art this is where the art to art talk is coming from. Volunteer. Some persons are presently at home now, you are not doing anything, you don't have any opportunity and all of these things. Intern. Reach out to somebody, tell them they don't need to pay you, and show commitment. Who knows? So let me give you an instance. I have a sister that she got into tech. It was self-taught though. She had video. I think she's into front end now. And her first job, I think they started paying her 30,000, and she just showed commitment. I don't The last time I know she was in the space of a year. I don't know if it's up to 1 year yet, but I know the last time I know, I think she's earning around 180 now. But she did not tell me again what she's earning. So I don't know how much she's earning now. So you can imagine, from 30,000, the same company, she didn't have to leave. And most times, I'm very excited at every time that they commit projects into her hand. They collect some things from people that have probably 2 or 3 years experience and give to her. Commitment. Build your CV. Network. Go to conferences. When you go, networking is important. You cannot be shy. Oh. There's nothing like I'm an introvert. You see, is you how can you look at your own self and choose to profile yourself that way? I'm not saying you should become a talkative, but yeah, you can be into yourself and still meet people. I'm not saying when you meet people, you should tell them all your life stories. Meet them, connect with people that can help you. Be patient, be persistent. Sometimes when I ask people to send their CV, I'm seeing that somebody was a salesperson for 3 months, a data analyst for 3 months. Later the person went into another thing for 3 months. No consistency. Consistency is very important. Every application is progress. So if you call, if they reject it, ask yourself the reason why it was rejected. Well, if you are lucky to probably come across a recruiter like myself, if you ask me if I'm in a good mood, I can tell you the reason why you are rejected. Thank you very much. I hope that with this few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that a good resume and internship and volunteering will help you eventually land your dream job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Timmy Lane, for this wonderful session. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, somebody's hand is up already. Nemeka Edith, you have a question? Please, you can ask your questions. You can also drop your questions in the chat if you have one, and we'll read it out from there. Meanwhile, I'll give Nemeka the opportunity to ask her question. All right, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, Edith.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
And I didn't join on time, but I'm glad I joined. So you touched every aspect that I was looking forward to. So I have two people that are into tech. This tech of 18 is something I wanted to go into, and I will soon be done with my schooling in Uyo in Akwa Ibom. So you saying really like looking for internship. Is it possible like I reach out to those people to know if there's anything I can do that internship? Because I always get is this what do they call it? Google job, something like that. There's one notification that I put on my phone. So whenever there is an remote job or full time, I always get the notification. But I don't know what to do when it pops up because I don't have any knowledge on any of all the job they are posting. So I'm so confused right now because I need a very serious, like a very serious.
Please, I just want to be sure. Is she